Hello, this is Sam Simon, also known as Dementia Man, for my blog for the week of May 12th, 2025. If I had a siren, it'd be going beep, beep, beep. This is an emergency. This is the Dementia Man emergency blog for the week of May 12th. And I'll tell you what the emergency is. It's the going away of safe, reliable information for those of us who are in need of it around our dementia, cognitive, Alzheimer's diseases. And this came to my attention. This isn't what I was going to blog about this week. And just wait till next week. We're going to have a really great blog. I found a fellow blogger. She's 17 and she's been blogging about dementia, but she's also a theater student and she's performed on Broadway. So wait till next week. But this week, this is important. Let me share my screen and show you what happened, what I got that set me off, so to speak. And I think I brought it up here. Here it is. So I've talked about the past. Be careful where you go to for information. There's a lot of fraud out there. Always go to reliable sources. And I think I told you I had never heard of Alzheimer's.gov. So what better place to go for reliable, non-interested information than Alzheimer's.gov? And there's the National Institute on Aging, and there's so many agencies. And then I got this last week. This was the weekly Alzheimer's.gov email to people who subscribed. And I said, wait a minute, this looks like 101. This looks like they didn't have anything really new or detailed or new information to send out. And so I've been doing a little research to see what's going on. I've been worried, and I think we all have been a little worried. I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. I'll come back and share again. That with the cutbacks in the federal government budget, that some of these really important medical and health research sources on the government might be going away. And what I found out today, I can't quote the source, I could get them in trouble, is that many of these NIH and the National Institute on Aging have been told that there are no new materials being created right now, no new information available. Now, there was, and I'm going to give these out, so get your pencil out. I'm going to give out some 800 numbers here. You can still call the federal government and the National Institute on Aging for information. There are still good counselors there. And when I called 1-800-438-4380, you'll find a counselor who can direct you within the government into their materials and where to get the best kind of reliable information that they have. It won't be newly created, but it's pretty current. I think still 2024 information is still available and will be relevant today. So that's one particular source that I wanted to let you know about. But I wanted to make this a bit of a red alert. You need to be finding good, reliable information sources for you. The Alzheimer's Association, and there's a different one for each state, often different offices in every community, have an information. They have an 800 number for somebody to talk to. And I found a new place that I was found particularly helpful, and it's called the Alzheimer's Foundation. So I'm going to see if I can get it. The Alzheimer's Foundation. Well, I'm going to have to go call that up to make sure I have the Alzheimer's Foundation page up here. But they are based in New York. They are a foundation. They don't have any corporate or other. Here we go. And I'm going to give you, and you'll see it, but I'm going to give you their toll-free number as well. It's 866-232-8484. They also have virtual assistants, and they'll connect you with social workers to help out. Let me see if I can share their website here. Let me go to, I have to go back to here and hit, there they are. All right, and I'm going to share that. So here you go. You can see them in the, let's see if I can, America, Alzheimer's Foundation of America. You can see the toll-free number. They have resources for individuals. They even offer memory screening program and tests. And again, they have no financial interest, and you can get a variety of information. So I think they are a good resource as well. Now, there are other places to go. I'm going to stop sharing again. One of the things that Dementia Man is in the process of doing, and we're going to prioritize this, and that's creating our own resource center and on the website. So it's, dementiaman.com. And we have some work to do, so don't be too critical when you see this. So I'm going to share this to show you some of this. And this is combined not just governmental, but it's also some private resources. And you can see we got some work to do, but I'll show you what we have up right now. And so let me come back here to share again. And okay, we're going to share. And here we go. So this is a resource on our page. It's resources. We need more. So I also invite you. So there's on our website, you can see we're going to put caregiver and some other things up right now, but we love Tifa Snow, by the way. In the self-care management book, this book is free. This is something I'm one of the consultants to or reviewers on. So the Dementia Self-Management Guidebook is a great resource to download. And then again, the Alzheimer's.gov and the Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness organization they're good, but they're not having as much up-to-date information. So I wanted to just do a quick update today and for next week to, I had a call recently, and just yesterday from someone who's newly diagnosed, looking for good information, independent information. Of course, there's your doctor usually, if you have a good doctor. And then once again, I had mentioned, look at your state Department of Health. Many states, I think I recommended, I had a conversation not too long ago with the director in Virginia of Alzheimer's Services, and they had a lot of resources. So almost in every state, and we're going to try to get a link to a listing of those. So it's part of my urgency as well. And if you have any resources that you think we should include, send them to Sam at dementiaman.com, and we'll try to get them integrated into what we're doing. So this isn't really long, a quick, urgent. I'm reminded of my friend who once talked about something he wanted to correct. And he talked about being, driving in his car, and all of a sudden you hear this beep, 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 beep. This is a test for the National Emergency Weather Network or whatever. So let me be today a beep, beep, beep. This is not a test. This is not a test. Good information around Alzheimer's from our US government is going away. It is now time to make sure you have new resources, know where to go to check out any rumor or information you're not sure of. And we'll hope to get information for your local area and government as well. So thanks for listening. Have a healthy and good week. And we'll be talking to you again the following week. And by the way, if you happen to be in California or Sacramento, Dementia Man's going to be performing May 19th in Sacramento as part of the California Association of Adult Daycare Providers. And you'll be able to see the show if you can check in with that organization.